It was good, family. Peace and blessings, peace and abundance to everyone watching. What's good? Hope you're winning and showing up to love, becoming your greatest version every single day. Okay, you know what to do, family. Lock in, tune in, and stay to the end of the video. We're vibing together, family. We're talking about association is very powerful, family. You need to understand the truth. Those who you associate yourself with is very key to your life to become your greatest version. You need to understand this truth. But I want to tell all this message about those there are people you need to be careful about the people, the association, those who think they are defeated in life. Okay. Some of them might not even admit the fact that they are defeated in life, but through their conversation, through their words, through their perspective towards life, it shows that they are very defeated towards life. And you need to understand this too. So you need to be careful about those who have given up on life, those who are defeated in life, those who think that time has exceeded them to do what they ought to do, or they don't even have the resources to do what they ought to do, family. You need to be careful of such kind of people because they have a tendency to drag you into that web, to drag you into that company. You need to understand the fact that misery is love company, family. You need to understand this truth. Okay, not everyone is going your way. Not everyone you see at the airport is traveling, family. Okay, like if you converse with someone who's not traveling, you might also miss your flight. This is real, family. You need to understand this truth. So association is very, very key. Association is powerful. How do I know these people have been defeated by life? How do I know they're thrown in the towel or they've given up to life, family? Okay, they're constantly full of negativity, family. Okay, anytime you meet them, they're always complaining. They're always talking about the negative side of life. They're always talking about how it can happen. This is real, family. You need to understand this truth. Okay, they're always constant talking about problems, but they never provide solutions. Consistently, they're full of negativity. Each time you stare around these people, you get confused. Each time you stare around these people, you get drained, family. You need to understand this truth. Okay, not everyone's going your way, and you need to understand this. You need to embrace this fact, family. This is real. You can travel where you're headed to with everybody. This is real. So you need to understand the people whom you associate with. They can actually sink your ship, or they can put enough water into it, family. This is real, family. Association is very powerful. Like I said, bird of the same feather flock together. Say, show me your friend. I'm gonna tell you who you are. This is real, family. You need to understand this. To say there's always saying that says okay, a man can grow 5 years of his life. A man can change, can have a drastic health change or not, depending on the people he associates himself with, family. This is real. You need to understand this truth, family. Association is very powerful. Who's around you? Who's secretly jealous of you? This is real. You need to understand this truth. Like I said, those who are defeated in life, those who feel that life gives them the wrong cards, family. You need to understand this truth. Those people, they have the tendency to box you in, family. Someone who's not going places have a tendency to make you not to go places, family. You need to understand this truth. Light and darkness cannot be in a place. Positivity and negative, they always travel different lanes, family. They don't go the same way. One leads upward and one leads downward. And these people, they're constantly in a negative state, family. This is where you can help them. If you're up, you need to understand the fact that it's easily to be dragged down by someone who's down than for you to draw someone up if you're up, family. This is real. So association is very, very powerful. You need to understand this truth. Like I said, be very careful, be very mindful of those who feel defeated in life, family. Those who think it's not possible to do what you ought to do. Those who feel that the government has actually put them down or things are not just working. Family, you need to understand this truth that things are working if you choose it to work, if you want it to work. It's all boils down to you. Something does not happen to somebody else. Somebody failed in a particular place doesn't mean if you go there you're gonna fail. If you're chosen, if you have an optimistic, positive mindset, you will go there and excel, family. This is real. This is real. We all have different faiths. We all have different chi. This is real, family. You need to understand that you all have different gods, family. Whatever your own God is, my own God is a God of positivity. This is real. And I believe anything is possible. Anything you set your mind towards can become a reality. So you need to stay clear from those who, as in those who feel defeated, those who believe that It can be done, family. Anything is possible, anything can be done. Okay, this is real. Staying away from them doesn't mean that there's a beef or there's an issue and all that. No, you both are not just traveling the same way, family. Okay, even those who want the mediocre kind of lifestyle, they just want little things, family. They don't want to become the greatest version. They don't want to expand their horizon, family. It's okay to free those kind of people, family. This is real. You're not going the same way. It's okay. There's no beef. You just let them have to move their own path. You need to understand this fact that association is powerful. If you stick around with those who smoke, if you stick around those who smoke, they have a tendency to lure you into smoking, family. This is why, because they actually feel uncomfortable being around you. Those who drink and all that. Okay, they feel uncomfortable around you. They might try to like put off the smoke when you're around and all that. Okay, but over time, if you keep giving into, like, if you keep tolerating their attitude, the smoking up attitude in your presence and all that, with time they try to like ask you to try it, family. This is real. They try to bait you into it so they can feel comfortable around you. They want you to lower your standards so they can feel comfortable around you. This is where, family, you need to understand this truth, family. Association is very powerful, family. Okay, you guys are not going the same way. You need to understand this truth. They want this pity pageant, this pity party all the time, family. You don't need to engage in that, family. You know where you're headed to. Association is very, very powerful, family. This is real. It can either bring you down, it can either take you up, family. This is real. So you need to understand this truth. Okay, those people who feel defeated in life, or those who think they've actually passed their age of becoming successful, or those who are not doing anything with their life, they're always quick to advise you. They're always quick to like tell you why it's not going to work, tell you the problem side of life, family. This is real, but you need to keep your eyes on that positive side, family. Like I said, these are two current flows of life. If you're positive, it's taking you upward, family. If you're negative, it's going to take you downward, family. This is real. So you need to choose where you're going to. You need to choose the current flows of life, family. You can't be sticking around those who are constantly complaining, those who was constantly negative about life, those who always see the negative picture, who only looks through the negative lens of life, and that perspective is all they got, family. If you try to show them a better perspective, you try to show them a positive perspective, they don't buy those ideas, family. This is where they are locked in with their perspective, and they believe that perspective is the only reality, family. You need to understand this truth. You need to let them be, family. You need to let them be, family. Everyone is not going your way. So you need to learn the kind of understand the kind of association you put yourself into, family. This is real. Mind the kind of people who come around you. This is real. You need to protect yourself. You need to guide yourself on the season and this time. You need to know what you're doing. You know where you're headed to.